Hey everybody, this is John here. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Tomorrow is leap year, so enjoy. I know we have at one of our local brew pubs, Bosco's, they're having a National Hop Day celebration. They're going to be doing a couple of special casks, a cask I think, and then a dry hopped pale ale or IPA that they call Hop God, which is really good. So I'm going down there and gonna enjoy a few extra pints on leap year. So, couple of quick updates. The Evil Twin has been kegged and has been in the keg since Sunday, 3 or 4 days. Well, it's Tuesday now, so it's been, I think I did it Sunday morning, so it's been in there since, so for basically a full 3 days. And I poured it a few minutes ago. I'm actually gonna, it's the little bit of head that, it had a bigger head when it came up, but there's a little bit of lacing on the glass, like an alcohol kind of a film on the glass, because it is fairly high. We're looking at like a 7% beer. It's still young. It's still really, really young. The first couple of times I tried it, that's the first thing I noticed was how young it tastes. It's good. I will say that. It's a very interesting hop character in the nose. Plenty bitter. Yeah, plenty bitter. It's not IPA level bitterness. That's like a pale ale kind of bitterness for me. But I'm getting a really strong malt backbone with this beer. Very, very interesting. I'm actually going to enter, and the color is pretty good too. Let's see if I can get some. The color is definitely kind of borderline red ale. It's probably a little darker than a traditional red, and it's probably like not brown enough to be a brown. But I think what I'm going to do, the National Homebrew Competition is coming up, and I think I'm going to enter it as a American Amber, and then I'm also going to enter it as an American Brown, and just see kind of what happens, and see how it stacks up to style with the judges. I think it's brown enough to fit in the category, barely, and it's a little bit darker than your normal amber, but it definitely has some amber notes to it and some red tint to it, which I like. So, like I said, it's got a good malty backbone, good hop aroma. You could smell the Centennial and Amarillo in it, well away from the glass. And like I said, the malt backbone's really nice. The head is kind of a, you can't really tell. The head is kind of off-white, kind of a tannish kind of a head. But it's a good beer. So Jake, I'll coordinate at some point in the next couple of days, I guess, with you on bottling a few up and sending them out. I think I'd like to let it sit for about a week. So like maybe this weekend I'll start to coordinate with you on how I want to ship it, and whatever. And I definitely like it to sit in condition for about a week or so. I think it'll be better in about a week. And then we can trade, and we'll try to coordinate videos. I'll do a side by side with yours and mine, and you can do the same, or however you want to do it. But that's cool. Interesting bit of news in my world. I'm a member of the Music City Brewers Homebrew Club, and all of the officers were ready to kind of step down and move on. So they were having trouble finding people that were willing to step up and actually take office. Someone stepped up and took over the vice president's position. They changed around like the secretary, and the treasurer stayed the same. We're still looking for a competition committee chair, because we have a homebrew competition every year, the Music City Brew Off. And I've only been a member for about a year. I've only been brewing for a little over 2 years now. But after nobody stepped up, I decided to, I guess, volunteer myself for nomination. Talked with the board a little bit and a bunch of the members of the board and discussed some of the ideas that I had for the Homebrew Club and things that I'd like to see happen. And they all seemed positive about it. And got a nomination from the outgoing president and a second from the treasurer. And at the next Homebrew Club meeting, which will be in a couple of weeks, it's kind of a formality, I guess, because nobody else really wants to run or take it over, that I'll be elected president of my Homebrew Club, which is really cool. I mean, we have it's the largest Homebrew Club in the state of Tennessee. We have a lot of really good brewers. I mean, really, really talented brewers who've won numerous awards and best of shows and sent beers to the National Homebrew Competition final rounds and have done really well in the past. So I'm really happy about that. I'm actually it's a little bit weird. I mean, it wasn't like somebody went out of their way to nominate me because they thought I could do it or whatever, but I think that I can do a really good job, and I think that I can help out the Homebrew Club and get a lot of the younger, newer brewers involved, and that's kind of the point. I want to set up a lot more homebrew, like brew days, group brew days between experienced members and not so experienced, less experienced members, new members to the club, and also new brewers in general. So that's kind of the plan. In fact, the meeting tomorrow night at Bosco's, when I go down there, I'm actually going to meet with a couple of members of the board, and we're going to kind of talk about that kind of stuff, where we want it to go, trying to get the website and Facebook page updated and a little bit more active. So I'm happy. I really am. I'm honored that they thought it would be, that I could do the job, and I'm honored to, and it's an honor and a privilege to be the president of such a prestigious homebrew club. Like I said, the biggest in the state of Tennessee. So, happy Homebrew Wednesday to everybody. Jake, I'll get in touch with you, or vice versa. If you are ready, just let me know. I can bottle these in overnight. So, just let me know. Other than that, I'm kind of at a loss for words, I guess. The swill dances, I will say this. The swill dances are hilarious. It is really funny to watch white people who can't dance try to dance. It's funny. And I'm not going to do a swill dance because I can't dance. I never claimed to. But it is funny to watch. What I thought was funny is I watched Home Beer Brewer do it, and I thought that was hilarious because he was kind of a little bit out of rhythm and whatnot. And then I see S.J. Poor's the compilation Jake put together with S.J. Poor and him, and that was even funnier because he has a little less rhythm than even Home Beer Brewer, I think. And then B. Meyer posts hers, and that was even funnier. So pretty funny stuff, guys. No swill dances tonight for me. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I'll get in touch with you, Jake. And the Evil Twins, good. Try late hopping. Based on what I can tell, it's really good stuff. You can get plenty of hop character and bitterness if you whirlpool hot for a little while. I may do a little bit more detailed video on this later. I think I've come up with a couple of different strategies to take care of that. So anyway, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers, guys. Pretty good.